Allen Arena, the site of the first ever meeting between Lipscomb and Bellarmine, and the Bisons take this one 3-0 as we welcome you back courtside. John Freeman joined by Carly Anderson, and also one of the stars of today's match, it's Kamryn Bacus, the freshman. And well, Kamryn, first of all, good to have you with us. And second of all, I want to talk about your transition here to being one of the main players for Lipscomb. You started this season not being able to play with illness. You broke your wrist in the fall. It's been a long road to get to this point where you're our featured player after a really good game. Tell me about that transition and everything you've been working for.
Yeah, you know, it definitely wasn't easy. It was the furthest from easy, and I knew that I would have to work really hard to get back to where I was in the beginning of the fall when the fall happened and I broke my wrist. But yeah, you know, being able to play just kind of gives me a whole nother appreciation for the game and makes me really excited to be able to get out there and get at it, you know?
Absolutely. Carly?
Yeah, Kamryn, I huge offensive night for you, 12 kills, and we'll get into the stats in a little bit, but going into this game, we knew that Bellarmine was a strong defensive team and that they were going to make a lot of plays, which they did. And I think it was more of a challenge for you to find the court, and obviously you did a phenomenal job of that. So, kind of take me through that process of breaking down their defense and, finding the court.
Yeah, a lot in practice. We practiced hitting high hands and finding the holes in the block, and I feel like our setter, Brooke, gave me really good balls and a good opportunity to be able to put the ball away and find the holes in the block. So,
well, awesome. You did great.
Thank you.
Kamryn, last question for you. Okay, so you're about, I'm looking at my watch here, less than 22 hours away from facing the exact same team. Take us through your schedule. I mean, you're going to get dinner here, I imagine, a little recovery. What is the life of a college athlete preparing for a match that you just finished one, you got another one coming up?
Yeah, so after I get done here, gonna get some dinner, go back, do some homework, rest, wake up in the morning, do another little serve pass, and then go through the game day routine. So lunch and then warm-ups, and we're playing again. So.
Well, geez, you got a busy weekend, so we better let you go. Thank you so much for coming by, and we'll hope to talk to you later this season.
Thank you.
That is Kamryn Bacus, and let's go ahead and take a look at the stats in this one, Carly. And, well, there you do see Kamryn's 12 kills. Megan Cooper, though, 14 kills, 11 digs. Another big player for Lipscomb, and she'd have a big weekend here against this Bellarmine team.
Yeah, I mean, you see the stat. I mean, just between two players, we're looking at 26 kills across 3 sets, and that's not to mention the kills from Sammy and Meg Merson. I mean, everyone, and Lainey Wagner as well. I mean, huge offensive night for Lipscomb as a whole. I think that's what's really kind of pushed them through and, close out this set for them.
And the Bisons hit 35% in this match, and I think we got Brandon Rosenthal on headset. And first of all, Coach Rosenthal, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
No NCAA volleyball victories, an easy one, 3-0 over Bellarmine. Your just general thoughts on this match. After a very competitive first set, you guys really controlled the second and third.
Yeah, what I said to the girls was I actually was really impressed with how we handled. It was a strange match in the sense that we couldn't get any sort of rhythm, and no fault to anybody. We just had challenges. We had, blood on knee pads and things like that. So I said to Nate, it felt like the longest 3-set match I've ever been a part of, especially with the scores that we had. So, again, nobody's fault. I just felt like every time we were trying to, really get on top of the momentum, we couldn't because of, one thing or another. So really pleased with the distribution, and this is a tough team to play. You have to score points. And so, ultimately I thought we did a nice job with that.
And Carly, you were saying teams like Bellarmine, different playing style. Do you have a question for Coach about just the way Bellarmine lined up and the defensive way that they played and the look that they gave?
Yeah, I mean, we asked Kamryn this a little bit earlier, but I mean, you knew the defense was going to be strong coming in. I mean, they're a scrappy team. You got Lococo and Wilson. I mean, they were not letting balls drop tonight. I think you saw that more in the first set. So, I mean, what was said between that first and second set to where, offensively you were able to be, the team that you're known to be, an offensively strong team? I guess what changed? What kind of opened up the door for you guys to put balls away?
It wasn't anything on the offense. I thought that if we settled into our defense and got a little bit more discipline on defense, there was just too much coming at them. And so, when you sit on defense and you do the things that we're supposed to do, we're able to run our offense. So it's kind of contrary to what people would think. It's like we had to change everything with offense. No, we just had to be more disciplined and more patient on defense. And I thought we did a really nice job. Some of it with the block, but the other part was just really picking up balls. And the first set we just played too many defensive balls too close to the net, and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, Bellarmine's going to be that team they're going to scrap for every point. We knew that coming into it. This is why, you know, one of the reasons why we built this offense like that.
And Coach, we just talked to Kamryn, and she said, well, I got homework, I got film, I got another practice, so we won't keep you too long, I promise. But last question for you. A couple times this season, 3-0 wins, followed by losses the next night. How do you prevent that from happening on Saturday night?
Well, I mean, you know, after the last one, we just said we've got to do a little bit more and better preparation. So, you know, we've changed some things going into the second match. You know, I think the first couple times we tried to get them more rest, and, you know, I think we've got to build a little bit better routine. So that's what we're going to do. We'll be back in here tomorrow morning just to look at a couple things and touch on some things and really kind of get the mental framework ready. So that's on us as coaches. We own that, and we recognize each team is a little bit different, you know, from year to year. And so, you know, after twice now, we recognize, hey, they might need a little bit more just kind of recalibration, you know, going into the second night. So, plus my mom and dad are here, and my dad's probably going to have about 15 questions for me. So I'll be well prepared by tomorrow morning that, you know, our girls have no idea he's our special weapon as far as a scout. He knows nothing about volleyball, but he's our special weapon.
Well, we need a guest analyst for tomorrow. We found the first.
Yeah, careful what you ask for there.
Thank you, Coach. We'll talk to you again in 24 hours, Groundhog Day here in Nashville. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's Coach Brandon Rosenthal as his team gets the 3-0 victory over Bellarmine. And let's go ahead and take a look at the upcoming schedule. And, well, Carly, you don't have to look very far to see the next match. It is tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, first serve against Bellarmine. And then, as we were saying, the big run-in, you just got to position yourself to have a chance against Kennesaw State in those final 2 matches of the season.
Yeah, and especially looking at it, I mean, they played on Monday, Tuesday. They're playing now, and then pretty quick turnaround. They're playing on Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So got a lot ahead of them, keep them busy. But good thing is, looking at the schedule, they got about 10 days to prepare for Kennesaw State. So I think it's a perfect timeline for them. And I know they're all, you know, it's hard not to look forward to Kennesaw. It's a huge rivalry, but a lot of good games in between.
Still work to be done here in Nashville this weekend. Lipscomb and Bellarmine, they will square up once again tomorrow night, Saturday at 6 o'clock. But that's all she wrote for our Friday night encounter. Lipscomb takes the first ever meeting between the Bisons and the Knights. A 3-set victory, 3-0 for Lipscomb. Let's say a big thank you to everybody involved in the broadcast tonight. We will talk to you again on Saturday.